Okay, there's Big Mama. Here they come. Our first customer. And Thumper got him. Nice. The party has officially started. Welcome back, everybody, to 7 Days to Die on version 3.0. I am the Bearded OG, and in this episode, we are going to do something crazy. We're going to climb all the way to the top of the Dishong Tower from the outside. Clear the top. It's going to be really easy. Walk in the park. Yeah, no problems at all. We're going to clear the top. Then we're going to perch up there on Horde night. And we're going to see if the Horde can find their way up to us. I'm not going to do anything at all with the interior of the building. It'll be entirely up to them to find a path up to us. And there is a path because there's always a path, right? So it'll just be a question of, is their AI smart enough to make it up to us before the end of the night? And if they do, then we fight them. If they don't, then we don't fight them, but we survive. And that's the important thing. So I'm just going to do it this way. Trust me, we will build a custom Horde base. I promise you that we will do that in this series, but it's just the timing for that right now is just not ideal because we're kind of in semi-nomad mode right now. So, yeah, so let's do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these to ladders, and we're going to go up the side, this side here. When we get all the way to the top, we'll have a ledge up there we'll have to break. And then when we get up there, it will be chaotic. I'll probably pop a Mega Crush so we can run fast. And probably a Fort Bite. And maybe even a Recog, just because, you know, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go up there and pick them off one at a time. They're all going to come after us because they'll trigger, and we're going to get the whole fucking group. And then it'll be up to me to survive that. Easy said, right? That won't be a problem at all. We can do that. We got this. Yeah, right. Okay, so, let's make sure everybody's loaded here. I do, especially you, I did go out last night and I mined up a bunch of oil shale and some more stone and stuff, and I decided to organize my inventory because it's driving me crazy, and I also built another forge dedicated to melting stone because whatever, you know, contraption we come up with up here to fight the Horde, you know, if they make it up to us, we're going to need, you know, to be able to upgrade it to concrete and then to steel. Okay, so let's head on up and see what happens. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so we need to break this. Alright, now I'm going to turn you guys back into blocks. Maybe let's go cube frames because we can shoot through them. And let's just sneak up to the top. Like I said, it's going to trigger, so it doesn't matter if we're quiet or not. They're just going to come. Maybe we should, let's put one more of these here. Wait, what the hell just happened? Oh, that was silly. I told it to copy shape and rotation, didn't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. I just told it to copy shape. Alright. Let's maybe get these first two upgraded so they're a little bit stronger. Not that the zombies up here couldn't still one-shot them with ease. Alright, let's go up quietly. Like I said, though, it doesn't make any difference if we're quiet or not. Yep, see, they triggered. Okay, so what if we got them to come down the ladder, if they will? Oh, you know what? Maybe by... Oh, shit! Oh, that didn't need to see that. That either. Yeah, this is actually... If we could get a good portion of them to come down the ladder, that could work in our favor. I don't know if those other two are going to try and come back up. Okay, oh. Okay, we got skill point. Okay, yeah, so this is actually working reasonably well so far. I think they all busted down into the room below, so they're probably going to try and break the wall there. But let's get up here. Why can't I get off the ladder? There we go. How about if we do this? That might ruin some of the loot, but oh well. It will at least soften them up. Okay, so here, let's get up here and have a little bit of a fighting position. Okay. Get out of here, Big Mama. All right, we have an incoming Edgar here. Can they come up this way? Yeah, they will be able... Oh, we got to get rid of that pot. Shit. Okay. Come on back down. Alright, we are kind of messed up, aren't we? Let's take care of that. I think I'm gonna... well... Okay, kill him. My steroid... Fuck. My steroid and... Well, my steroid in particular is in the bike. And now we have a really bad armor cap penalty. Alright, I'm going to go back down to the bike. The way this will work is they shouldn't... The ones that we have already killed shouldn't respawn. The ones we haven't killed might respawn, but we haven't killed them yet, so it kind of doesn't matter a whole lot. We got to fix this, though. Oh, we got screamies, too. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? That makes sense. Okay. Quick. Grab those out of there. Grab some of this other shit, too. Oh, fuck. Okay. Get up the ladder a little way so we don't have to worry about them. Alright, let's take one of these. Oh, I guess we just needed one. And did both of them? Really? Okay. Not complaining. It's just kind of weird. Okay, now, let's take this. And are we still healing? No. So let's take a small bandage. Alright. Let's not worry about the screamies. I don't know if the ones up here are still riled or if they've reset. But like I said, it kind of doesn't matter a whole lot. Okay. Alright, let's try this plan again, but maybe on something that doesn't have... Oh, fuck! Okay, let's get up here. Let's put Thumper right... Why can't I set Thumper down? God damn it, game. Alright, here he comes. Maybe we can put Thumper along here. Okay, let's put Thumper there. He can guard that one. And let's just see if we can hold our ground up here. Thank you, Thumper. Nice. Shoot her in the tit. Couldn't get her head, so had to hit her tit. Let's put this back down here. Let's get this out of here so they don't have a pathway going this way. There, let's just put that on there and hopefully that'll discourage them from thinking they can come that way. Okay, so I think we're making this work. I think we are. So maybe what we'll do is this little structure here will be our fighting position on the actual Horde night. Is that it? Well, there's got to be a bunch of them down below. Okay. Let's grab that. All right, we want to go down here and get the loot. Why don't we do that via the actual pathway? Because the thing is I don't want to modify anything any more than we absolutely have to, aside from where, you know, what our actual fighting position. Okay, yeah, so let's put some ladders here. I think I want to move them over here instead. So we can get up here ourselves. And then, you know, maybe we'll reinforce this bridge and utilize it as kind of a pathway that, you know, like we've already done, and possibly something over here too. We managed to actually do that without having to take our Mega Crush or our Fort Bites, which is good, because then we can save those for the actual Horde night. So yeah, we cannot make any modifications in here. Gotta stay normal. I will loot anything I can loot, though. And what we want to do is we want to get over to there. Which it doesn't look like we can do. Yeah, I had a whole Raider gloves. Melee weapon damage. Nice. 30%. We might consider those, because we have Preacher gloves on, which do... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get over there from here without... Well, hold on. Let's look at one more thing. Is there a way to do that? Yeah, we could do that from here. I don't remember what I was saying now. I was saying something. Okay, that's just there temporarily. We need to go... over here. Okay. Okay, let's grab you. Nice, more exploding crossbow bolts. Okay, any zombies up here? I think they're below us. Oh, they're up here. You are a very bad hombre. Probably the baddest of the bad hombres in the whole game. Alright. There's the loot room there. We could maybe try and do something over here too as a fallback, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Alright. Let's do a hatch. It'll buy us a little bit of time. We'll read that. Okay. Now, let's grab the really good stuff. What's the bonus on this? This is max durability. Yeah, we don't have that. Good. So we'll do a combine. This is a block damage, which we also don't have. Nice. Okay. Take both of those. I'm just going to read these right now. We don't have time to fuck with it. Okay. So we're going to have to get rid of some stuff. You go. You go. You know what? You can go. You can go. You can go. And gives us those. How about we eat this now? That'll give us some major health, and we'll drink this. Yeah, we're just gonna run out of room here. All right. These are just jars, water. Yeah, none of that stuff is that important to us. I would like to take the acid. And I would like to take that stuff. Okay, so that leaves the main loot chest. How many lockpicks? I got 23. Alright, let's open this up and see what's inside. All of that, including... Oh, nice, auto turrets. We're going to definitely want that for the base. Let's read... Okay, we need to make room for how many items? We need to make room for 8... 9, 10, 11, 12. We can read this, and we can read this. We'll read that. Okay. Let's just read that for XP. We want the money. We definitely want the patchwork insulated, so let's take a look and see what we have here. Modify, put that on there. Nice. Okay. So we still need all of this stuff. Do I have any scrap brass? I don't. Alright, you know what? I'm not... Man, we need to make shotgun shells, though. Okay, cloth isn't important. Normally I'd throw the gunpowder out, but it's kind of important. I think I'm going to get rid of the steel arrowheads as much as it pains me to do so. I guess for now we can get rid of the wood. We're just going to need to bring some back up here to do our preparations. So that gives us 3 slots for these, and... Oh, salvage harvest. Nice. Okay, so we'll get a salvage set going. That gives us 60 max stamina bonus. That's really good, too. So we need... These 2 things, not necessarily... Alright, I'm going to get rid of that for these. And what are we wearing right now for boots? Reduced melee stamina. Versus... no. Versus 60 more just stamina straight up. I don't know which one of those is better, to be honest with you. This is medium armor, and that's medium armor. They're only 1/10 of a percent difference in armor rating itself, so that's really kind of irrelevant. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to definitely keep those, and we'll figure it out. Okay, so let's drink this because we're thirsty. That'll free us up another slot. And we will take these. We don't technically need those right now. I'd like to kind of take them, but I just don't. Okay, what is this worth? That's worth 25 coin. All right, you know what? We'll take those. And just my eyeballs aren't spotting anything else that I want to get rid of. So I think that's going to have to do it. And, you know, not the end of the world to leave those two things behind. Perfect. Okay. We don't need to eat, but these are going to go to waste otherwise. So it just makes me feel better about myself to actually overeat in the apocalypse. Not something that you can often do. Just hopefully it doesn't give us a stomachache, right? All right. I think we are done here. So now the next thing is... Oh, I'm out of blocks? Fuck. Nothing's ever easy. Did we need blocks? Maybe we don't. Maybe we can get out of here without needing more blocks. Okay, let's get up here. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'd like to grab that cement. Well, you know what? We're going to come back up here. Anyway, let's make sure there's no way that the zombies can get up here from another route. I really need some parkour skill in my life, don't I? It is very useful. There's no doubt about it. I don't usually prioritize it though in my early playthrough, which I should, because that's when it's the most useful, you know. Yeah, I don't see any real obvious way that they'd be able to get up to us. We might want to patch that just in case. But we got to come back with building materials and all that sort of thing. Now here's the other thing. It's very, very unlikely that we will do a second Horde, or Horde 27 here, but in case that actually did happen, we need to put a land claim block down here to prevent more spawns. So let's just put you in there for the moment. Let's go grab some stone. Land claim block. And then we just want to kind of put it more or less in the center. Maybe right in here. Just taking a look to see where the bounds are. Okay, we're good out this way. I don't think anything's going to spawn right in this strip, so I'm not going to worry about that. And it looks like we're good out this way, and yeah, okay, so we shouldn't have to worry about repops. All right, so now, let's take another one of these. And we'll take one of those to counter it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to clear... Maybe we should make this our fighting position. And if it gets breached, we fall back to here. Only because this building is a lot more stout than those buildings. If we fell back to those buildings, they'd tear them down in a heartbeat, right? So we could fall back to here if we have to. I should not be doing this right now because we're going to lose stuff. We need to go back down to the bike and drop some stuff off. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the camera here. And I'm going to go back home, drop stuff off, gather building materials, and come back. And when I get back here with all that stuff, I'll bring you back and we'll come up with some kind of a setup for Horde night. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, we are back at the top of Dishong and ready to start putting things together here for our defensive position. So first of all, we're going to get all of this out of the way. Okay, let's cut this rail out. And we'll finish breaking this and these rails. What we're going to do here is we're going to put a door in so we can use it as a trap door. You know what? Shit, I didn't bring any iron with me. Alright, well, we're going to have to come up with some iron to get this upgraded. Okay. Now I think what we'll do here is let's just cut this walkway away, because this is going to be our fallback location. Get up here and get up here, then we can cut this way. There we go. Okay. I'm going to make a storage here just to put some extra stuff in. Okay, back to here. Let's see. This we're gonna upgrade. Let's get this upgraded too. Okay, so they get up here from going... Guess they go... Which way do they go? Around through here. There's a ladder in there. How do they get in there though? I'm not sure. Guess we'll make an opening for them to get in there. Then they can come up here to run over to here to run over to there. Okay. Come on, get down there. Alright, let's get this upgraded. The top piece doesn't matter. In fact, let's even cut that away. Okay, let's get this out of here. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade this too. Okay. That should be good enough, I'm thinking. Get that upgraded to cobble at least. Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with some iron ingots to upgrade this to the iron door. I've got those back at the base. I just didn't bring them with me, unfortunately. But we'll do that later. Okay, so now, next thing is... these are half blocks, so I want to get rid of at least the ones close to the fighting area and replace them with full blocks. Okay, maybe what we'll do here is we'll... let's see, I have a 760 cobble left. How many blocks can I make? 76. We have 800 concrete. Alright, let's make, say, 30 of these. And then I think what we'll do here is we'll... I'm just trying to think if I want to do, like, you know, scaffolding for better visibility and preventing cop spit, or I want to just keep it simpler than that. I think we're going to keep it simpler than that. I think we're just going to go with just that opening there. Yeah, let's just do it this way. We'll keep it simple. All right, now make a couple of just normal blocks here. And how about if we do something like this? Let's go with these guys, and we'll advance rotate. And then we'll do half blocks here just to prevent them from jumping up over the top. Let's get rid of these rails too. That way they can't like stand on the rails to get up there. Okay. Very good. Now for in here, I think the simplest thing to do is just do the usual rails like this. Guess if we're going to do it like that, we're only going to have the one layer, but we're going to upgrade it to steel. And this is going to be steel. Make those concrete. Get those concrete. I think I want this one to be steel though. Like that. Okay, and then we can just fight like this. And if it gets to be too many, we just pop the door open. So we have a little bit of crowd control there. Okay, good. Now what we want to do is we want to enclose this so that we're protected from vultures. And I think we'll just use... I think we'll use bars to do this because then we can shoot through them. Okay, and then let's do advanced rotation. I think I'll put these the other direction. Gives us a little bit more room on the inside. Now, rotate these like this. And then these should go... Alright, and then we put a door in here. How much cement do I have? 650. We should probably upgrade these to concrete. Especially if we get boss vultures, which we probably will. I'm not going to upgrade them to steel, but I'll upgrade them to concrete. We'll just do the upper ones. We'll leave the lower ones as cobble, because they're less likely to get hit. Alright. We need to eat. So let's do that next. And we'll take some yucca juice as well. Alright, now, what we're going to do next is we're going to set up... I'd kind of like to know what's directly beneath this. But before we do that, I want to set up a thumper. Off to the side a bit. I think what we'll do is we'll put him here. Yeah, that'll help. Okay. Let's get this upgraded to concrete. All right, now, what is below this door? Because I'm just thinking of creating a longer drop. So let's just cut down here and just see what we're faced with. Hopefully it doesn't go over an internal wall. If it does, then I'm not going to bother messing with this. Okay, good. It does drop down far. Okay, cool. So we'll cut this away, so that way they fall even further down. And it takes them longer to cycle back up. It's just a crowd control thing. Okay. So aside from upgrading the doors, I think we're good to go. I did cut away the first two sections of this ladder here, so they can't get up to us there if we have to fall back to that location. Is there stuff at the top of this tower? I don't remember. Yep, here's a bag with preacher boots. 20% treated crit healing. Alright, nice. Alright, now, the next thing is, I said I wasn't going to change anything with the building, but I'm a little concerned that they won't be able to get up here. Because, you know, what the player can path across is not necessarily, doesn't necessarily mean the zombies can too. And we want to you know, my intention here is not to make it so they can't, you know, not to make it so it's impossible for them to get to us. So I wonder if we should just kind of, I mean, we're not really going to have enough time is a problem, but we could just fix the stairs so that they can get up here. And then, you know, just kind of do it that way, you know. If we're gonna do that though, I'm actually gonna go home. I'm gonna go back home first and get the iron we need to upgrade those doors, and just make sure, you know, that I have everything that I need. And then we'll come back and we'll fix the stairs so that they can get up here. Because again, it's not. I don't want to sit up here all night and not have them not get to me. That's not really the point of this. The point is to see if they, you know, if they actually could manage it. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut the camera, go home, grab some iron, get a little more food, and then I'll meet you guys back here in a little bit. All right, guys, I'm back, and I have iron doors for upgrading these guys, and that's done. Made a little bit more ammo, made a little more food, did a little more smelting, that sort of thing. Okay, so let's see here. Let me grab all of that stuff. I think what I'm gonna do though is, okay, we don't need lockpicks, we're not gonna need a wrench. Let's put some of this extra 9mm ammo in there too, just gives a few more slots. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a way for them to get up the stairs. Yeah. Because I'm just afraid they're not going to be able to make it up here otherwise. So let's make a few more of these. And let's go take a look-see here. What I think we'll do though is we'll just use ladders for this to make it simple rather than trying to build, you know, build stairs. Okay, so that'll allow them to get that far. You know, there is one thing we could do. I'm just really curious to see if they actually could get up here. I don't think they can. But maybe what we do is, let's, whoops, I didn't mean to take that one out. Come on. No, god damn it. It's a waste of steel. Let's leave these two off, or I'll just leave them pick upable. Maybe what we'll do is when the night starts, we'll pick these two up and just give them a little bit of time and see if they can figure out a way to get up here. And if they can't, when we get about halfway through the night or so, then I'll put these in place so they can get up here. Yeah, I like that plan better. All right, so same thing here. We'll just use ladders. We'll make this simple. We got somebody's attention. Oh! He must be on the businessman's floor. Okay. Yeah. All right. So the stairs are good all the way to this point. Let's go grab that stuff, eh? And then we have another section here. Okay, so for here, we'll just do this. Out of cobblestone. Alright, so then let's do this instead. Where's my axe? We'll make some concrete block, and then do a copy shape rotation. There we go. All right, I'm gonna just leave that the way that it is. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do the rest of these out of concrete. I don't want to over make it though, so let's do 20 to start with. We don't really need to put the bottom rung in either. Alright, and then this one we'll do copy shape rotation. I'll go ahead and replace that one, I suppose. Okay. That we can leave the way that it is. Okay. Get that out of there. That's it. Okay. So now they should be able to get all the way up to us. Maybe we'll fix these up too. I know it probably wasn't necessary, but we'll do it anyway. Same thing here. You can get up to here, go up this way. How much concrete do I have? Got a decent amount. I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade all of the ladders I put down to concrete though. They're more likely to hit the lower ones, I think. Okay, so yeah, these are the three, or the two, that we'll put in place if we get it about halfway through the Horde night and they haven't shown up. So that way, you know, we kind of test it to see if they actually can possibly do that, and if they can't, then we can still at least do part of the Horde night. Okay. And I think we're pretty much ready to go. Alright guys, well, I'm just gonna kind of hang out, and I will bring you guys back when the Horde night starts, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, it's just about time. We have some points to spend too, by the way, so we are going to put a point into Skull Crusher. That'll get that to level 5. We're also going to actually move over and put a point into Gunslinger, because I have a pistol and a bunch of rounds of ammo, and that way we can make that just a little bit stronger too. And then I have a couple of challenges here. This is gather oil shale, farming corn, and Cure mild infection. Okay. Alright, so the plan is we're just going to wait for a while and see if the Horde can figure out a way up here. I will honestly be very surprised if they can. And if we don't see any activity from them by, say, 1 p.m., so that's about the halfway point, then I will go down and add those 2 rungs to the top of the ladder, you know, coming up the stairs, so that they can get up here. And so at this point, you know, there's not really anything more to do or more to show you. So I'm going to cut the camera and I will bring you back either if and when the Horde makes it up here, or if and when I need to go down and add those 2 ladder sections. All right, so I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, it's just about 1 a.m. and nothing's happened. Not surprised. So let's go ahead and make some things happen. Technically, by adding these 2 ladders in, they should now have a full path to get up to us. And let's see if that's the case. We'll just stay here until we start to see or hear them come, and then we'll dash upstairs. Yeah, I think I hear them coming. Yep, there they are. Okay. All right. The party is going to start. Don't be hitting on stuff. Come and get me. All right, why aren't they pathing? Okay, there's Big Mama. Here they come. Our first customer. And Thumper got him. Nice. Okay. The party has officially started. Our first bag of the night. There's a semi-mod. Ooh, and 101 rounds of 7.62 armor piercing. I'll take it. I wish they would be pathing a little more. They're kind of like derping a little bit, but now it's just a question of hopefully this building holds up if they're attacking it. Big Mama, why did she go that way? Let's make a storage crate. I guess. Oh shit! I don't have any wood on me. All right, never mind. I'm gonna run out of room. I got a storage crate over on the fallback building. We can run over there if we need to. There's a lot of banging on stuff going on over here. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but hopefully it won't be something serious. Really surprised they're not picking up the path boar, you know. See ya, suckers. Right, let's go out here. They are trying to take those blocks out a bit. Okay. There's a bag. There we go. Get them all grouped up like that. These exploding crossbow bolts don't do quite as much damage as the handheld explosives. Oh shit. Yeah, they're just not, they're not really pathing like I would like them to. it's morning. Alright, well, that was an interesting Horde night. We'll finish the remaining guys here, and we'll be done. Blue bag. Oh, nice. Look at that. Definitely take that. Read these and take those things. Hey. I don't care about that. This is great, man. 50% extra, a chance for an extra skill point. I think that's it. Alright, let's squirt some things in there. We have a bag right here. Tactical. What's this? Farmer crop. Oh, nice. Very nice. 100% crop harvest bonus. We definitely want that. Okay, we'll put our... Oh, they took the block out for you. You know, we probably actually don't even need these blocks here. Now that I think about it. For that. Everything seems to be in good condition here. No damage on any of that stuff. And we're working on the building here. Another blue bag. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't think it was ever in any danger of actually collapsing, though. Might have been a different story if I would have allowed them, you know, to come up here right from the start of the night. But if we used this base again, we probably won't. But if we do, you know, I'll reinforce this lower section with more steel. Not necessarily the whole thing, but, you know, just certain parts of it. And, yeah. So the pathing wasn't really good. Yeah, that got taken out too. But, you know, it worked. We survived. That's the important thing. Okay, so let's wear this. Assault, tactical assault, quality 6. That gets to M60. Yep. Okay, that got us to level 1 M60, even though we have one. And then let's also read the wiring. And then we will... Yeah, that's nice that we get 100% crop harvest bonus. Love it. Put that back on. What is this giving us? That's just giving us a health bonus. And only +8. It's not that big a deal, really. If we just kept the nerdy on all the time, then I wouldn't have to mess around with swapping things out. I think I'm going to do that. Guess we can't put that on a heavy piece of armor. We can put them on here. Because everything else, these 3 pieces are already heavy armor. Excellent. Okay. Alright, I gotta get all this stuff back home. So, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, guys, is go home, kind of get situated, and then when we start the next episode, we will do our infested that we have. We have 3 more jobs that we have to do. No, 4 more jobs. Yeah, we have to do 4 more jobs. Maybe what we do is we hit Stefan's treasure map too. I'm not exactly sure how long this episode's going to go because I've had to split it up. So yeah, we'll do Stefan's treasure map. in the next episode. So I'm going to let you guys go here. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.